Hello, my name is Talon and welcome back to the channel. This is Let's Play Pillars of Eternity, the Complete Edition. When we last left off, the adventurers had returned back to the town of Gilded Vale to the tavern of Black Hound, had a couple of ales, met a new adventurer, the priestess Shora of Athos, before returning back to the temple that they were adventuring, wandering down into the second layer of the dungeon, fighting off a couple of shadows and phantoms. Now that they are in a secluded room, they're going to take a quick rest before continuing on. Alright, let's get rested. We're all going to just take all damage reduction for now. The soothing campfire. I do like that picture. I mean, all it is just a campfire and... Ooh, hello. You wake to the sensation of being shaken, and you open your eyes to see a deer standing over you, his hand jolting your shoulder. He looks concerned. Your eyes are heavy and your vision blurred, the vague unease of unremembered nightmares clouding your thoughts. You are not sure you slept at all the previous night.
Hey! Hey! You awake? Good. You were kind of thrashing around, eyes rolled back in your head. You were shaking. Trying to snap you out of it for a long time now. I was gonna have to get a bucket of cold water.
No cold water. I'm good.
You don't seem like you get much rest at night. You got those dark circles under your eyes.
Not lately. At night, there are dreams and whispers.
It's the Watcher thing, then. I'm sure it just takes some time to adjust is all. I'll try to let it sort itself out. But you'd better wake up faster next time. Trust me, you don't want that bucket of cold water.
No, I do not. I like staying dry. Alright.
My eyes are peeled.
Let's go into scout mode and see if there's any traps. Does not appear there is. We'll open this chest, which we have a couple of agates, a crumpled note, and 6 silver coins. Alright, let's see what this note says. This letter is fairly intact, though the parchment itself has been crumpled. Yester, I know that the Temple Baths boasts great healing properties, and that your back ails you still. Still, I would ask that, if you are to indulge for the greater part of the day, you give over your key to the sanctum to someone else for safekeeping. This is not the first time we have been forced to wait to perform the day's rites, and Rakshik Oberika is often too far below to hear our knocking. Well, we've already picked up that key, so we don't have to worry about that. Alright, let's open this door. I'm going to turn on fast mode just to walk a little bit faster. Yeah, we'll open this door and see what happens. Yep, use the gleaming silver key. Oh, there's a shadow. Alright, so Talon, I'd like you right here. Deer, please. No. Stand right there. Shora, please switch to the crossbow and stand right there. And a Loth, please initiate. Not that button. Please initiate combat with minor missile. Yes, we are. Alright. Shora, I would like you to open fire. And alright. Talon, attack. Actually, everybody, attack. Oh, come out of hiding. There we go. Good job, guys. And it appears
I'll see what I can find.
Go back into scout mode, make sure there's no traps anywhere. And some more stairs down. Oh, there appears to be some slimes. Talon, I'd like you to go here. Obviously a deer. If anybody knows on the PS4 how to change the formations of the group, I'd be grateful if you can let me know. So far, it seems like even if I go to the tavern and change up who I want in my party first and when, it doesn't change. Like, I know on the PC you can click and drag. I can't seem to click and drag, unfortunately. It's just that Aloth, being a wizard, really doesn't need to be in the front row. He always is. It's kind of aggravating, actually. Aloth, do your thing. Shora, I would like you to shoot at this one. And we're gonna get shot with acid. Ooh, ow. Ow, ow, ow. Critical for 35 corrode damage. Shora, please cast Minor Endurance right there on all of us. Aloth, might as well just keep casting Minor Missiles. Oh, there's a shadow behind him. Alright. Adir, please attack the shadow. Shora, cast Holy Radiance now that there is some in front of us. Talon, please attack this one. And Adir, use this. There we go. Talon, I would like you to use Mind Wave on that. There we go. Oop, he got stunned. That's not good. Which interrupted him. Come on.
Attack! Attack! Curses!
Oop, come on, Shora. Get in the fight. Don't just stand there and watch everybody. Oh, well, there we go. Combat's done. No one is severely hurt. Just a couple of scratches. Loot, which we got a couple of ooze plasma and a spirit residue, which we will take. All
Let's
right,
keep quiet.
Keep scouting and see what's in here. The still dark waters are reflective as black glass. Oh, there's another scout, or another slime, not another scout. We are scouting. Who knows, actually? Maybe the slime is a scout to some evil force of the monsters down below. It's going to slime away, I guess, slither. Ooze. Well, there we go. We'll say ooze. It oozes away to its dark enforcers, letting them know the adventurers are coming. Probably. I mean, probably not, but you just never know. There we go. There we go. Alright, everybody. I'm gonna turn off fast mode.
Let's keep quiet.
Go back into hiding. Oh, there's a lever over here, which appears to open up a trapdoor, I'm gonna guess. Yep. Whoa. Oh, wow. I bet you that's where the priests are.
Remind me never to help kill my god again.
The faint scratches upon the brickwork by the door. There are faint scratches upon the brickwork by the door hinge. So they were trapped in here. Oh my goodness. That's terrible. The light rises from the bones as you approach. You have a moment to register the faintest image of a standing figure. Features a blur of mist or smoke before the world tilts. It is as if you have stepped sideways and into a new life. You are racing down a flight of stairs, following a weaving circle of torchlight. Your own panting breath are loud in your ears. Panic and your robes alike foul your steps, and you nearly stumble before a hand reaches out to grip your arm and steady you. A fellow acolyte, who smiles encouragement as you reach the bottom. You run around and past the shallow reflection pool that marks the lowest point of the temple, following the dark shapes of the older priests as they lead the way towards the narrow hall that leads to the vault. You pass one of the torchbearers as you go. The harsh illumination of the flames reveal a familiar face. For a moment, your awareness spans time and identity, and you think Ritran has joined you, here at the bottom of the temple. In the memory, he glances at you for a moment, and then looks past at someone else. I'll come back once they're gone, he's saying. You're being pressed along by the crowd, and his words are growing faint. Just keep quiet. We can't take any chances. Inside the vault, golden relics gleam like welcoming stars. The memory twists, jarring you loose for one moment, and you plunging into another like a flung doll. There is only darkness around you now. You think yourself blinded until the knowledge settles onto you like a cloak. The candles have all burnt away. You know now, too, with a sick certainty that somebody is coming. There is a cracking noise somewhere to your left, a wet slurping gurgle and a ragged sob. You cannot see, and so you cannot know which brother or sister has fallen, and which digs after what water a body may provide. You hear in the faint murmuring to your right the familiar cadence of prayer, but you no longer recognize the words. You are too tired to do harm. The thirst is like fire within you. Your tongue is thick in your throat, and every breath is a struggle that leaches strength from you. There is a light, they said, at the end of every bout of darkness, but this one does not end. The spirit releases you, and you come back to yourself in pieces. Your vision clears, and the vault around you is revealed once more, cast in muted hues by the sickly illumination of the soul still drifting like fading fog. Fear wafts off the spirit in waves, fraying at your own emotions. Oh wow. It's afraid. Huh. Well, I'm not going to say what are you afraid of, you're already dead. There's lots of things for spirits to be afraid of. I don't really know what Ritran did yet, so I can't say that he's lying, though it does seem like he set these people up. I'm sorry, I hope you find some peace in the next life. The spirit seems to withdraw into you. You sense less of its fear and confusion as it recedes, but the souls linger still. No matter how many times I see you staring off at nothing, it doesn't get less weird. I'm gonna gather the remains. You spend a few moments gathering up what you can find of the bones of the priest. It proves a heavy and gruesome burden, but you manage to recover them all. Wow. Do we want to loot the treasure room? Well, we need every advantage we can get, and we're not technically, like, lawful good. I do prove to be a good character and alignment, but more of a chaotic good. If it can be used to me, I'm going to use it. If I need to kill something in order to save the world, I'm going to do it. I'm not going to do the whole lawful good kind of deal. So, yeah, let's loot it. It'll probably be a trap, but we'll see what happens. 19 copper pieces. Oh, nothing yet. We have some Adra. That appears to... Ooh, what is this? The stand rocks unsteadily on its base. It seems the mechanism is broken. Let's see if I can unlock it. This requires 1 lockpick. Your party has 3 lockpicks. Do you wish to pick the lock? Yes, I do.
It's done.
Talon unlocked it. Great. Pick it up. Ooh, a flail. Gaun's shares. And a unique flail, one-handed, does 11 to 17 crush damage. Its properties is converts graze to hits and draining and fine. What does that do? Converts graze to hits. 30% of grazes are turned into hits. Okay, what is graze? A graze is any attack roll that is between 16 and 50. A graze reduces the damage and duration by 50%. Oh, very nice. So it turns all of that into hits. Which a hit is anything between a 51 and a 100. So I'm guessing it's percentile based, obviously. Then 20% damage restores endurance. Ooh, that's a really nice weapon. I'm not really sure who to give this to. And we also got a pry bar. Very cool. Okay, grab it all. Let's see, because Adir is using he's using a fine longsword, which is 15 to 21. But this flail can heal, and he is a fighter, but it does significantly less damage. It heals, and it, yeah, use it. That's a very, it's a flail. Alright. Alright, let's get out of here. I think that's everything. Yeah, that's everything. Alright, fast mode. Run this way. We'll head back up there. And there's stairs this way. What is this way? Ooh. Ooh. I think that's... Okay, I'm not sure what that means, but there seems to be a skulder whelp. Alright. Well, a Loth, please make your way back this way. Adir, please move forward. Loth, please move over here. And... darn it, we don't have spells. Alright, well, in that case, just because it seems to be an encounter, and I don't know how many are there besides one, I don't know if this is going to work. It'll be silly if it does. But we're going to rest right here. Okay, so, knowing that there's monsters up the stairs, the adventurers take a quick nap down at the reflective pool, easily taking watch one by one for every hour to make sure that the monsters don't come down the stairs and eat their faces. Alright, now let's go and do this encounter. We'll move right here again, and Aloth, please move back to your position. Adir, please move back to yours. Oh. Yep, okay, so that does mean that there's monsters over there. Aloth, please move over here and cast your magic missile on this guy. Shora, please please cast Blessing. Yep. Right here. And
control yourself!
whoa. Oh, that's a big guy. Skuldr King. Okay, so this is gonna prove challenging. Okay, Psychic Backlash. Grazed and stunned. Okay, not quite sure what that means, but Talon is stunned. And, I would like you to please cast Necrotic Lance at the king.
Moeth Ixiana.
Alright. Adir, I would like you to please knock down the little guy. Talon, you're going to use Mind Wave on the little guy as well. Oop. Aloth, you need to move back here. You need to move back. Owie. Ah, come on. Talon, please. Well, you can't do anything. Please do that. Shora, please use Holy Radiance. Pause. Just use every spell you have. Do another Necrotic Lance on the king. Shora, use one of your spells to restore endurance.
Thing is
here. And never mind. Okay, well, she's already casting it. Aloth has been knocked unconscious. Alright. Adir, please knock down this guy. Talon, oh, you don't have enough points, so just keep swinging. Shora. What spells exactly do you have? You have Frighten, you have Stuck, Concentration, you have Immunity to Frighten. No. Oh, okay, just keep attacking.
This thing isn't doing the job.
Alright. Oof. Wow, that was a hard hit. Talon says Talon is low on endurance. I'm guessing Silver Tide happened and healed him immediately right back. Shora, please use Barbs of Contention.
Lava will be on seek.
There we go. Good job. The barbs come out, graze the king, stabbing it and killing it. Very good. We will loot and get a scolder here. Alright.
I shall be discreet.
We're going to sneak around and... oh, there's something over here. The Pilgrim's Lasting Vigil. It is a helmet that gives +1 to resolve and perception. The end of the Saints' War, the detonation of the God Hammer Bomb. What? God Hammer Bomb. Okay, that sounds deadly. The detonation of the God Hammer Bomb is still mourned by followers of Athos around the world. While the conflict diminished Athos' falling in the Deerwood, many remain faithful to the God of Dawn and Redemption, confident that he will one day rise again. Many followers make annual pilgrimages to shrines and temples of Athos, or what remains to them, on the anniversary of Saint Waidwin's death. The particular of the vigils vary. Very, very cool. This helmet bears the sunburst emblem of the Red Karen army. It was likely worn by a soldier serving in the Saints' War. Oh, well then it's going to be worn again by a soldier. And we're going to give it to Adir. Yes. Oh, cool. It's like a knight's great helm. And more, he's starting to look deadly. Well, alright, we'll see what's up this way. Oh! I knew it. I knew that there was a way to get through that trap door. It was just that, apparently the lever or something is over here, maybe? Oh! As you step over the circle of candles, you hear a rattling clunk from the wall nearby. A door slides open with the grinding rasp of stone. Oh, there was a pressure plate. There was something over here that I can interact with. The candles flicker gently as you approach. There is a gap above the altar, lined with broken glass, where a mirror may once have been set into the wall.
The candles are still burning. Not bad for a dead god.
I can snuff out a candle. Oh, that's a jerk thing to do. Hey, so I know you're a follower of this god, the temple that we're in. Apparently the candles are a good thing since that you just said something. Let me just put one out for ya. What's all this for?
Redemption. And they got this whole right for when you come of age. They take you by the hand and you descend through the temple with your eyes covered, and that's supposed to be like a wicked life. They don't tell you where you're going. I was sweating like crazy when I did mine. They take you to that reflecting pool back there, and you're allowed to look at it so you can face your sins. Then, you come out into this room, and You uncover your eyes again and everyone's there to greet you. All your friends and family. It's like you've been redeemed. You light your candle, and it burns with the others. Never had a feeling better than that my whole life.
That's actually kind of a cool little ritual. I play lots of fantasy games, lots of D&D like games, and there's one that I've played for many years, more years than I'd actually like to have. It's terrible to say for any game. I love video games, but this has taken so much time away from me, and I just kind of quit. But I think if the clerics of light in this game were actually to do rituals like this, I think a lot more people would play them. It just, I mean, that's pretty deep. It's pretty cool. The candles are still burning. Oh, never mind. I'm not going to snuff out a candle. That just seems like a jerk thing to do, so we're going to leave. Alright, well, apparently this is the...
It's nice to see those candles still burning. I figured they'd have gone out by now.
Well, lucky for you, I'm not a jerk. Alright, let's go talk to Ritran, now that we have the remains. And talk to him and see what happened. Why were the priests locked in that chamber?
Well met, friend.
Richard smiles nervously as you approach. Think I've sorted out the worst of it? Arms hurting a little less? He hesitates. You were down there a while. Did you find anything? His eyes dart constantly about the ruins. Something you're nervous about? No, of course not. Just never good to linger around these places, that's all. Richard gives you a searching look. Did you find anything? You lied to me. What? Richard grins uncertainly. I was clear about everything. The risk involved. Is that what you mean? I did say there would be spiders. And I'll pay you, of course, for the trouble. Wow, I don't have the resolve, I don't have the might, nor the perception. Who cares? I went on an adventure. You told me you'd pay me. Just give me the gold. Richard looks up at you, startled, and then nods. Right, of course. Here. He pulls a heavy sack of coins from his belt. You did your part, and I thank you for it. You gained 200 copper. Well, it's better than nothing, I suppose. I'll take these to the cemetery, see they'll get a proper burial, instead of staying forgotten in that is, somewhere down there. Richard hesitates. Did you see anything else? I found more than bones. Something valuable, you mean? You can keep whatever you found. I don't want any of it. Nobody's been down below since Redrick's people have no interest in Ethosian goods, is my point. They won't miss whatever you take. I can't do anything. Give me one reason I shouldn't cut your throat here and now. That just seems cruel. I know he did something wrong, but my character doesn't have the stats good enough to prove it. So I could just accuse him, or I could go about my merry way. And he does seem somewhat, he seems legit on wanting to bury these people. He did something wrong, but he still wants to at least prove that he has good. And that's what this god is about, right? Redemption? Yeah, tell yourself whatever you wish. I'm leaving. Richard opens his mouth to speak, but he seems to think better of whatever he meant to say. He shakes his head. Of course, never mind. He bends to pick up the bundle. I'll be going. Better get the arm tended to. Take care in Gilded Vale, stranger, and thank you. Well, there's no harm in killing a citizen of Gilded Vale. I mean, we are trying to prove ourselves here, right? Right? Well, we're gonna take a quick camp right here. Actually, you know what? Let's get out of the temple. head to the Black Hound Tavern and rest. Actually have a bed, and a bat. And now head this way. It is daylight, thankfully, and we're going to head to the Black Hound Inn. Say hello to Pesca, get a nice warm meal from whatever his name is, the dwarf that we saved. Talk to a couple of patrons, maybe. Yep. Alright, saving. We're gonna run this way.
Hail and well met.
I'd like a room, please. Certainly, you're always welcome. And we'll do Laborer's Rest. Ooh, a nice tavern picture. And I'm going to put a cut in here. Thank you all for joining me. I'll see you in the next video. If you like the content, please like and subscribe. It will be greatly appreciated if you can do just that.